This is part 3 of the My Team career mode in F1 22, and we are on Monza. And we're on Monza because I forgot to record the gameplay of the Dutch Grand Prix or the Netherlands. So we're just skipping straight from, Spa to Monza, I'm pretty sure. And right now we're doing a time thingy for the supercars, and we're in a Ferrari Roma, of course, because it's Italy. We gotta drive a Ferrari car here. My first time is, what is it? Load a 110 miles per hour, 110, and I just fast forward the other 2 laps. But yeah, I forgot to. Pretty dumb mistake, but I forgot to record the Dutch Grand Prix, so we just skipping straight to Monza. And then the highest I can do is gold on these time thingies. Yeah, I hit 111. And then we're just going into the race weekend. And look at the messages. It's good weather. Performance, we're still last compared to everybody. And then now, next season, there's going to be a regulation change. So we need to, I guess, be careful of what we're putting our R&D points into. Yeah, that's just what Ethan and Mark are telling me. Yeah, now I just go look at my R&D in progress. And I have one for every category, basically. And as you can see, my ICE, or internal combustion engine, is really warm. And I might have to change it for this race. And I go into a practice program for FP1. Same thing with FP2. Or actually, I go check my ICE before I do FP2. I decide just to go one more session with that ICE. And yeah, right here, I think I change it. Yeah, 15 more laps. And so I change it, and I'm gonna get a penalty. So this will result in a grid drop in the start of the race. Yeah, I go back to do my FP3, I think. Yep. And you go quick practice. And here is me and Oscar's stats combined. Very fast. Here's Mark just telling me about the track of Monza. And yeah, now I'm on my 4th ICE, so yeah, maybe I need to upgrade my durability for that part. And yep, here's my qualifying session. I just go into soft tires, and here I'm making a setup from online. Yeah, you can either just copy it, and I did 0 wings. That's the only thing I changed about the setup, because on like Arva, I don't know how you say his YouTube channel name, but I saw him do 0 wings in Monza, and it really worked. So I just copied the setup from online, but that's the only thing I changed, which was 0 wings. And you can see, how do you say it? It's like Arva, or I watch him, and Tiamat Marduk, I think that's how you say it, but I watched those two F1 22 creators, I guess. Now I'll go into the qualifying lap, and yeah, all my parts. I'll just talk you through the lap. And going into the main straight, and here I start my lap, and obviously P1 on provisional pole into the first turn, or the chicane, however it is. And then I'm still, and I run wide. And you see I dropped all the way down to P22 with Hamilton P1. Yeah, not the best start of a lap, but let's see if I can do any better. Drop down to P22 again, but now Verstappen is on provisional pole. Go on the grass a little. Go P20 now, not 22. And now Charles Leclerc is on provisional pole. And into the braking zone, I end up P16 now, or now P20, or 21. No, P20. Into the final straight before the main straight. Dropping to P16 now. Of course, with the grid penalty, I'll probably go lower. So yeah, my time or my qualifying actual spot was P16. Not that bad, seeing as in the first sector I was already P22. Yep. And you can see the pole is Charles Leclerc, Max Verstappen, Lewis, George Russell, and then Carlos Sainz. Here's my rivalry. Here's my teammate. And now, Mark has just telling me the weather will be sunny all race. Just checking my parts one last time, and then I'll go into the race. Yep, I just skip over all those things. Here I go to my strategy. I just stick with what they give me. So softs for the first stint and the mediums for the second stint. 5 laps in, I pit for the mediums. Change my fuel to, I guess, 15.4, which is 2.4 more laps than I needed. So I'm running heavy, but I like to have extra fuel just in case. Now we're on to the formation lap. And as you can see, we have Tiffy. We have Nicholas Latifi in the Williams behind me. And then Alex Albon in the Williams in front. In front of him is Oscar Piastri, which is my teammate. And in front of Piastri is Zhou Guanyu in the Alfa Romeo. Now we're on to the, the formation lap. And I'm just leaving to warm my tires up. And also in front of Zhou is Yuki Tsunoda in the AlphaTauri. And in front of him is Aston Martin, so it might be Vettel or Stroll. Yeah, so I'm just, weaving to get temps into my tires. And then Albon locks up into that turn right there. You couldn't see the smoke coming from his tires. Just weaving about. Maybe I should try the broadcast formation lap the next time. Yeah, maybe I will do that. Here we go. After Suzuka, there will be broadcast because I already have pre-recorded all the way up to Suzuka. Then I think after this one is Singapore and then Suzuka. So 2 more races with this formation lap, and then after that will be broadcast if I remember to turn it on. Yeah, so now we're on to the main straight, and I just go to my grid spot. I'm going down the gears, and going into my P21 spot. So I dropped 5 places because I was P16. Oh, and it's Vettel in front of Tsunoda. That's the Aston Martin. Yep. So 5 lights, and away we go. And we get an okay start, but it looks like Latifi will get to the side of us. But then I go to the right, overtake my teammate, and I go all the way down the inside, make a huge dive bomb. Yep, now we're in P12. Seeing as we start from P21, that's not that bad. I had a little bump with Magnussen, so I got a warning for that. Yeah, now he's behind me. He looks like he was going to make a move down the outside, but he doesn't make it. I run really wide into that braking zone. And who we have in front of us, Vettel P10. P11 is Valtteri Bottas, and I'm P12 right now, so 2 more spots away from points position. P13 is Kevin Magnussen, or K-Mag. P14 is Pierre Gasly. Speaking of Pierre Gasly, you know who's his hype man? Daniel Ricciardo. Apparently the news with McLaren is kicking Daniel Ricciardo out. Could this be his last season? Or because right now it's the summer break, so it's silly season right now. The only team I think that would have a spot would be Alpine. Like that would be his next move, because like Williams are for sure getting rid of Latifi. Oh, and there's nothing happening right now, so I just sped this up. Oh, there's something. I'll get back to this Daniel Ricciardo talk. Here we make a move down into turn 1 on Sebastian Vettel, and good thing he locked up, or else we would have crashed into him. But yeah, he locked up, so I made a move onto Sebastian Vettel, and now we moved into P11. And then this, I don't make a move on Valtteri yet. Run deep into that braking zone again. Yeah, we're just trying to stay in that DRS beneath 1 second range of Valtteri. And then I messed up a little on that turn, and then Sebastian Vettel is right on my gearbox. He's right behind me, so yeah, he could be in striking distance at any moment. But yeah, now I lose that gap to Bottas, that DRS gap, but then I try to regain it here. Now I'm 0.9, 0.8, now I'm 1 second away. Yeah, he's Vettel going down the outside trying to make a move, but no. Yeah, you don't even see his car on the left side, so he pulled out from making that move. I leave him a little space. Yeah, now we get side by side. Now it's like a drag race, just dump into turn 1. And you see I have the superior speed than the Aston Martin. We go into turn 1, and I come out victorious. I'm trying to leave space for Vettel, and yeah, he didn't make the move stick. And then as you can see, Gasly was trying to join in the party too. And now, Gasly and Vettel are having their own fight, giving me some breathing room behind. And now the gap is widening from me and P12, because it's always switching, and then I'm constantly getting closer to Bottas every lap. Yeah, I just try to stick in that DRS range. Yeah, now back to this Daniel Ricciardo talk. What's it called? I forget now. Well, yeah, Williams have a spot open because they're gonna get rid of Latifi, sadly. Oh, and I make this move on Bottas right here into this turn, into the braking zone. Now I'm P10 in the points position for the everything team. Yeah, I have a good run up on Fernando Alonso right here, almost coming up to the main strip. Right here, into the braking zone I go. George Russell sets the fastest lap with a 122.681. Now it's the main straight, and I get DRS from Lando Norris. And here my pit window is open to go on the medium. As you can see, Ocon and Lando Norris are having a little fight of their own. Going into turn 1. Yep, and I get super on their tail, or behind them. I get into Lando's slipstream. Right here. And then into this turn, I make a move on both Ocon and Lando Norris. Yep, and that may have been dirty. Did I move under braking? I'm not sure. But yeah, I just looked behind to see, and I built the gap behind them. So, oh yeah, speaking about Daniel Ricciardo, Williams will have a spot open, but like I don't think Daniel would like to go to an even worse team than McLaren now. So, and then Red Bull already, seats are full. Oh, I go into my pit stop right here. And yeah, Mercedes, they have full, unless Hamilton retires. But I don't think Mercedes would get Daniel. I think Hamilton's gonna stay. He's doing pretty good this season. I think back-to-back podiums so far. So yeah, I don't think Hamilton will retire. So Mercedes got, Russell, Ferrari, their drivers lineup secured for next year. And like possibly like Alfa Romeo, but like Zhou's on a 1-year contract, I'm pretty sure, but like he's doing pretty good. Like everyone was hating him because he's a paid driver, like he's doing pretty good right now. Oh, and then we got it was cut. I don't even know why. My Xbox keeps like capturing midway. But yeah, now there's a safety car, so I'm just behind Perez now in P7. But yeah, and then Alpha is gonna keep Bottas, and then so maybe, but like yeah, any team that like has an open spot that would be lower than what he already is, which is at McLaren. So I think the only thing would be Daniel retires, which would be sad, or he goes into Alpine, but like he's burnt some bridges there already because when they were Renault, he just left them at the end of 2020 to join McLaren in 21. So maybe Alpine wouldn't accept him. So I think Altmar, which is like the team principal of Alpine, said they would accept him again, but I don't know. That'd be weird. So maybe we have Vettel and Daniel retiring this season, but I don't know. I'm just a fan. I'm not in the team, so I wouldn't know any of these things. But yeah, we go one lap more with the safety car. The safety car will come in this lap. And I think in front, leading the race, is Charles Leclerc. P1, Max Verstappen. P2, P3, Russell. P4, Hamilton. P5, Carlos Sainz. P6, Perez. P7, me. P8, Bottas. P9, Norris. As you can see on the mini map, we got a Haas, like second to last place. I don't know if someone retired from the thing. It's been a long time since I played this race, since I pre-record. But as you can see, I know whatever last place is my team, Piastri, because I can see the black dot all the way in the back. And he's not even catching up with the safety car queue. And yeah, Piastri's last place, so I'm gonna dump him. Like for the next season, I'm gonna get a new teammate. I was thinking maybe Yuki or Nicholas Latifi, but I think I'm gonna pick Yuki or maybe Alex Albon. He'd be a pretty good teammate. He's on fire at the Williams right now, in real life and in this game, I think. But yeah, I would love to have Alex Albon as a teammate. Yeah. So maybe either Yuki or Alex. I think those are my two, like my two options. Yeah, it's a safety car in this lap, so I'm just trying to stay really close to Perez so I can get the jump on him into the main straight, just sticking in his slipstream. Yeah, or I can catch him sleeping like George Russell did in France, I'm pretty sure. In real life, of course, not in the game. Yeah, I get to his side. This is prepared to resume taking. Now we are green flags. I'm allowed to overtake. I use my ERS. Again, it's a drag race. The front, and I have the superior speed, and I make a huge dive bomb all the way into P3. Dive bombing Sainz, Russell, and Hamilton. I have a little bump with Russell into turn 1. I get a warning for that. And now I am in the podium places. Again, well, on my last part of team career, I did get podium, which was Hungary. No, it was Spa. And then the Dutch Grand Prix got out. I forgot. Or I didn't. But here is Hamilton trying to make a move into this turn, and he doesn't stick it. And run a little wide just to cover up that spot from him going into my gap. Yeah, like the Verstappen and Leclerc just on their own level, getting away from the whole pack. And then Russell is behind me now, not Hamilton. He's constantly like 1.23 seconds behind me. So yeah, but now he has DRS for me because he's in my 1 second gap. But yeah, so now we're on the last lap, lap 13, and here's Russell getting a little run on me. Going onto the final straight of the lap, he goes to my right, he pulls behind me, Charles Leclerc for 121.9454, the fast lap of the race, and we get P3, baby. So what, that was P21 to third place. That's a pretty good right there. I get driver of the day. Good, what is it called? Recovery comeback, I guess. Good comeback of the race. Going from almost last to podium places. Charles Leclerc is the winner with Max Verstappen P2 and then me P3, obviously. It's just the clips of us celebrating with the team. You can see me in the back. There's our car, P3. Wow, can't believe it. We're challenging for podium places now. And I think the next couple of races are gonna be some hard races where we don't score points in a while. I'm pretty sure, if I remember. Yep, you can see me, Max, and Charles on the podium. Yep. Here's us getting our trophies and then the champagne celebration. Or after the cut of the teammates. Now here's the champagne celebration. Here we go to P3, baby. It's a pretty good drive. Huge dive bombs in the beginning and in the end. And then, of course, Ferrari get the Constructor Cup. Yeah. These winners, Charles, and then you can see the standings. Right now I'm P8 in the driver standing, with Max leading it right now, and Charles, and then Carlos, George, Lewis, Sergio, Valtteri, me, Lando Fernando, and then Mick, Kevin, Esteban, Joe, Yuki, Pierre, Daniel, Sebastian, Lance, Alex, Nicholas, and Oscar. And then here's the constructors with Ferrari, Red Bull, and I didn't read it. Here's me and my rivalry, Lewis Hamilton breakdown. And yeah, and he's winning. He's gonna win with one race remaining. He's gonna win the rivalry. Here's me and my teammates acclaim level, and then the team acclaim. Yeah, I'm 12. He's 9. Team's 14. So yeah, I'm dropping Oscar next season. Season 2, we get the cash from our sponsors. And yeah, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next part.